Hi everyone, I'm Annie G and welcome to my channel where the scents are sweet and the reviews are spicy. It is my job to make sure that you are never overspending on anything, let alone perfume. So that is why I'm here today with this raggedy ass voice, still talking about perfume, because I have recommendations for you. And I made a promise to be here for you Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and here I am. And if you need to tune out because my voice is too hard to listen to like this, I get it. I would prefer you not, because I have some great perfume recommendations. But if you gotta bounce because this is terrible to listen to, I get it. But for those that stick around, today we're talking about transition season fragrances, particularly the season of winter to spring. There comes a time in like late February, March, where it's kind of like slushy. There's like random 60-degree days, at least where I live. And then like we'll get 2 feet of snow, but then the sun will come out and it'll be very sunny. So it's this weird, I want to be cozy, but I also am so ready for the warm summer. So these are perfumes that kind of fit that cozy but still light and fresh kind of vibe to ease us from winter to spring. We have affordable, designer, niche, anything and everything, and let's get into it. Oh, like, subscribe, please. Now let's get into it. First up is probably the freshest take in this entire lineup, but it is Infusion de Gingembre. I'm obsessed with this, you guys. It is so uplifting and energizing, but still so chic. It has a vetiver note in there that really keeps it dry, which makes me think of winter, like dry, dead grass. But then it has musk and aldehydes, so it has this clean freshness to it. And then a green mandarin and ginger note, obviously gingembre. This is a ginger fragrance, but it is so invigorating, but still has that cold feel. So it makes sense to wear in winter, but it also would make sense on like a 90-degree day because it is so fresh and light. It's a beautiful perfume. It lasts really well for being a freshie. I get 5-6 hours with a really nice sillage and a really nice scent bubble. At the grocery store, someone walked by me and was like, "Oh, you smell really good." And I was like, "Thank you so much." What is this? You can find it at the discounters. I got this bottle for $90, so I think it's a great deal. Also very chic and elegant, the bottle. I love looking at it on my vanity, so that's my first rec for winter to spring is Infusion de Gingembre by Prada, if I didn't say that already. Next up, we have Parisian Musc by Matiere Premier. Ooh, ah. I talked about this in my cowboy video, which if you haven't seen, please go check out because that's fun. But it is such a chic but creamy, earthy, beautiful, fresh, musky fragrance. And I think from going from winter to spring, it has this warm coziness from the creamy fig and the musk, but it also is super fresh and light and chic. So it can go both ways. The notes in here, the top note is Virginia cedar, so you're getting that woodiness right away. Middle note is ambrette. I think that's where a lot of the creaminess comes from. It's a very, not marshmallowy, it's not sweet at all, but it is like, it's more of a sappy creaminess rather than a watery, milky creaminess, if that makes sense. And then base notes, musk, ambrette lahide, and then ambroxan. So some molecules in the base to really help it last and project. It's Matiere Premier, so even though it is like a fresher, lighter fragrance, this thing lasts. It's beautiful, it's chic, it's elegant, and I think this is a great just all year round perfume, but especially when it's like cold and might be warm, this I think is perfect because it's light enough to kind of handle the warmer weather, but still has that cozy warmth and this elegance. So I love this perfume. I'll be reaching for it a lot, I bet, in March. That's Parisian Musc, Matiere Premier. Okay, this is really why I wanted to make this video. It's because this brand is so interesting to me. I just found it on Scentbird, but this perfume is Padre by Malo. I think that's how you say it, Malo. I saw it pop up on Scentbird and I was like, what the hell? And then I looked at the notes for this one, Padre, cardamom, caramel, ambroxan, leather. I was like, ooh, that sounds really nice. I'd love to try that. I got it. Love it. Love it. It has a similar feel to Sugar Leather by Unui Nomad, but take out like 90% of the caramel juice it up with way more cardamom, and then give it a lighter, fresher wearing leather. Not as thick, heavy leather, but like maybe like a thinner suede, and that's Padre. I was shocked at how much I like this. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So then I looked into the brand, you guys. This was started by the co-founder of Spotify. It's this Swedish, I think, Norwegian, Swedish entrepreneur named Martin Lorentinen. Anyway, he's a billionaire, and he was like, I want to start a perfume house, and he did. And I am actually very impressed. Scentbird, like I said, has this, and they have another one on Scentbird called Madre, which seems to be a little bit more of a gourmand. That's coming to me next month, so I'll report back on that. But this, I think, for transition times, because it's not as dense and caramely and heavy as sugar leather, I think this is actually a really good one for more warmer weather or transitioning out of this really cold into more of the lighter springtime. This wears really light, very French. It definitely feels very French perfumery, more of an intimate scent bubble. I got 4 or 5 hours, so it doesn't perform as well as sugar leather, but it is chic. It's light. It has this, greenness to it because of the cardamom, but it's not a sharp green. It's still very warm, but I just am obsessed with it. And I was like, what the heck? So random. Anywho, this is Padre from Malo. And it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't mention a super affordable vanilla. And for a transition vanilla, I think this new Sawaar Vanille Blanc from Khadalaj would be incredible. I think it's perfect. It's woody. It is, to me, at first pretty heavy on the powdered sugar and the apple, but the dry down and the wear of this is actually very light and soft, so it doesn't feel as thick and heavy as some other winter fragrances do. More powdery and light. The top notes are vanilla, powdered sugar, and apple, so those powdered sugar and apple notes don't last too long. It settles down more into the mid of cashmere wood, amber, white blossom, and then at the base you have more vanilla, sandalwood, and benzoin. So that's more of the wearing experience. The performance is fine. It's 4 or 5 hours. Lasts really well on clothes, but I think it's a really yummy vanilla when you still want something yummy and gourmand, but you're kind of sick of like the hyper sweet gourmands from the winter time and you're not really feeling something spicy. This is a really good everyday cozy yummy scent that doesn't go too sickly or anything. It's very chic, woody. I think it'd wear really well in the spring too. So the Sawaar Vanille Blanc from Khadalaj. So next up, it's a beautiful floral option, and this is Ghibli by Ella K. Bottle picture here, because I only have a sample. But this, y'all, is a beautiful leather jasmine fragrance. Now, hear me out here, okay? It's leather, nougat, and jasmine. So it has this really beautiful elegance with the jasmine, but this richness, that creamy nougat in the leather. It is strong. Not strong in the sense it smells strong, but strong in the sense of feeling. It just feels like a strong person would wear this. It has a presence and has this elegance still. It really is such a beautiful perfume. It reminds me a lot of Victoria from Versailles. It's a white floral leather fragrance, but Ghibli is less animalic. It really focuses more on the jasmine and wears a little thinner, a little more watery. So it's less dense and heavy and intense, but it is just so beautiful and elegant. It makes me think of like a female CEO would wear this. It's a really interesting contrast, and I think it's just a beautiful floral perfume. I was really surprised by it. Unfortunately, it is so expensive, but I love it, and I wanted to recommend it to you guys. If you haven't tried it, please do. Ghibli by Ella K. Next up is another more fresh recommendation, and that is my new love from Ireland. That is Fleurs de Tabac from Cherigan. Now listen, there's not much to this fragrance. It is a beautiful musk powder fragrance. It is clean, but it has tonka bean and sandalwood in there. So it has this creaminess that wears a lot richer than a lot of these more powdery musks wear. It is meant to smell like a tobacco flower. And so if you think of not tobacco leaf, but like a tobacco flower, the blossom. So there is that slight something going on richness. But at the end of the day, you get the bergamot, the rose, the jasmine, the musk. But then the base is just supported by cedar, vetiver, benzoin, tonka bean, and sandalwood. So it's just really gorgeous. For this transition period, it's really good because it does go more florally, but it kind of has a clean laundry feel without being just like pure fruity floral. I just love it. It's such a beautiful perfume. It's an extrait de parfum, so it lasts. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about this brand. If you haven't tried it, please do. You guys, this one is just my favorite. This is Labrada Morphée by the Hellenist. Bottle here. Just have my sample still, but oh my gosh, this is a beautiful purple floral woody hazelnut fragrance. It sounds crazy. It does have this watery quality to it that makes it really interesting, but I think that's from those purple florals. But it also has this rich, yummy woodiness that just makes it feel so cozy and inviting, but it's also watery. I don't know how to explain it. When I spray this on, I picture a bright sunny day. There's a lot of trees, but you're swimming in cold water, and then you get out and you're wrapped in a really warm towel. So it's that contrast of being really cold but then really warm at the same time, and it's wet, but it's cozy and refreshing. It's refreshing. It's so interesting, this fragrance. It doesn't really go one way or another. It can go more rich gourmand, but it also, you can smell it and be like, no, that's a very light purple floral. And then other days you smell it and you're like, no, that's really rich vanilla hazelnut fragrance. It's crazy. I love it. Yeah, and I just think it's perfect for transition time. So if you haven't gotten your nose on it, please do. And last up is my beloved Hasard Bazar from Maison Matine. I don't know what to tell you. This is a perfect fragrance. This is an all-year fragrance. It is a skin scent. It's peppery, but it won't make you sneeze. It's musky, it's warm, it's a second skin, but it's yummy and it's smooth and it's so well blended, and it's just the most perfect signature skin scent. And I think for these transition periods, you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with this any time of year. I just love this fragrance. For the price, for the quality, for the smell that you're getting, I just love it. I just love this house in general. I'm like screaming it from the rooftops. Maison Matine, because this is $84, okay? Beautiful artwork on the bottle. $84. It's incredible. The artistry for the price is crazy. So I just think it's so worth getting their sample sets. I promise you, it's so worth it. The whole experience, the packaging experience is so worth it. But the exact notes in here are the top, Szechuan pepper, mid, you have rose and ambroxan, love. And then base notes, musk, vanilla, tonka bean, and patchouli. So that patchouli really grounds it and gives it that earthiness, but you don't really pick up on anything funky. You guys, if you do nothing else for me, please just check out this house. Thank you. So anyways, I just think it's a perfect anytime fragrance by Maison Matine. Okay, everyone. Thank you for bearing with me. If you're still here, wow. God love ya. Yeah, it was really important for me to still make this video because I just can't tell you how much I have appreciated getting to know you guys in the comments and all the support that everyone is giving me. It just means so much to me, and that's really why I started this, is because I don't have like a fragrance community in my real life. I don't have anyone that like gets it. Every time I talk about perfume with someone, they're like, okay. I'm like, oh, it's a real thing. It's a real hobby people are into. But oh well. So I'm sorry if my voice was annoying, but I had this idea and I just really wanted to get this video out for you all. So thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for the comments. Let me know in the comments what videos you want to see from me. I'm open to ideas. But yeah, hopefully in Saturday's upload, I will be tip-top shape. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Take care. Bye.